Welcome back, everyone, to USAAFFamily podcast.
Hi, guys. Thanks for joining us. Or should I say, hello, folks. Thanks for joining us. This podcast is pre-edited and uploaded for you guys.
Our first pre-edited video.
Yeah, we are
Special.
still working on the kinks of everything as far as lighting and stuff. We've been having trouble with that. We do have like a softbox and 2 side lights and all this stuff, but we're still trying to figure it out. So as you watch these, the video will get better. But for now, here's where we are starting off with.
The COVID vaccine is now available for ages 5 to
God. Don't mess up my hair.
The COVID vaccine is now available.
Ew. Wait. Okay.
Our first topic of the day.
Okay, I'm going to start this off then. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start off with a website for you guys if you want to check it out. It is called worldpopulationreview.com. And on here, there is a tab for missing persons by state in 2021. So this is updated. And it goes by like a color scale. If you go there, so the darker, the more cases there are of missing persons, and the lighter, the less cases there are of missing persons. So I want you to guess, Nate, without saying my screen that I have pulled up, what state do you think in the United States has the most reported missing persons cases?
I'm going to have to say California.
You saw, didn't you?
Oh.
It's California.
I just guessed.
Yeah, so it's California. And what is the next 3 states you think are the highest?
I'm going to say New York,
New York? Okay.
Texas, and Florida.
Well, you got 2 of them right. Texas and Florida, and then Arizona.
Oh, wow. I figured New York would be up there because, New York is big.
Yeah. So California has the most. And I'm going to read you a quote that is here on the website just because I find it kind of interesting as far as like statistics go. Okay, so Nate's going to go ahead and read the statistics for you guys.
The vast majority of missing persons cases are resolved relatively quickly. For example, in 2012, there were 661,000 missing persons cases reported. More than 659,000 of them were resolved within a year. Mm-hmm. Additionally, researchers say that the number of missing person cases has declined over the past decade as better communication has made it easier to keep in touch with and track persons. Still, more than 17,000 missing person cases and 13,000 unidentified body cases remain open in the United States.
Okay, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and click on California and see what it says. Okay, currently right now, total missing persons for California is 2,133. And where we are in the state of Washington is actually in one of those median ranges. There's 643 missing person cases. Arizona, 915. Texas is 1,246. Florida is 1,252 cases. And it looks like actually Michigan and New York are also high too. Michigan with 556, New York with 606, and then it kind of lessens from there.
How often does this get updated? Every day?
It doesn't say on the website. It just kind of shows like source material, but it says updated as of 2021, and you can click on it. So I'm assuming it's updated per like as things progress and stuff. And it has the breakdown. Here are the 10 states with the most missing persons in order from most to least. So California, Florida, Texas, Arizona, Washington.
Washington's up there? In the top 5?
Yeah, it's the 5th one. Then New York, Michigan, Oregon,
Wow.
Pennsylvania, and Tennessee.
Washington has more than New York?
Yeah, which is kind of scary. But, we have had those instances because we live on the peninsula here in Washington State where like foots and stuff will wash up on shore and you'll hear about it. And it's, really scary. I've never come across something like that, but we've heard about it on the news. As far as here locally goes, yeah, they have even more sources on there. I mean, this breaks it down like a lot. So if you guys are interested in looking at the website, it's fairly interesting and showing a breakdown at least. It doesn't go by like who's missing in the state. I don't know if it's like active cases or if it's including like cold cases that are technically still open of missing people. But if you are interested in it, you're going to put the link down below, right? Or we'll try to remember to anyway. So there's that. And then also there was some other things we wanted to discuss. The COVID vaccine for kids that's currently going on for ages 5 to 11.
Yes.
Yeah, what are your thoughts?
It's good.
Yeah. I think that although everybody's entitled to their own opinion and how they want to parent and raise their kids, I also do believe that giving your kids the best advantage possible in not getting sick is kind of the best bet forward. So if you want to know my stance personally on the vaccine, our 12-year-old is vaccinated. We're both vaccinated. And almost the vast majority, I think all of our family is vaccinated.
Yeah, I don't think anyone isn't.
Yeah, except for obviously the ones that are too young, like our 2-year-old and maybe like other kids in our family that are too young. But
do you think they'll ever come out with a vaccine for animals?
you mean like if a tiger gets COVID?
Well, just like your animals at home, pets.
Oh, because they catch it too. They can catch it.
Right?
Yeah. In
They
fact,
can
I
catch
saw an
COVID?
article that said deers are one of the large spreaders right now for COVID. Deers. I'm not kidding. That's what it said. And I don't know how reliable that source was, but I thought it was kind of interesting as far as it said deer.
Well, who's going to go up to a deer and...
No, but I mean, like, they spread
it
it
for
to other
15 minutes.
animals, and then that animal, like, say you have an outdoor cat, and that cat comes inside, because we know now that animals can spread it to humans and vice versa, with zoos saying, hey, our animals got, COVID and stuff, so it's interesting. But yes, our stance on that is, if you can and you have the ability to do so, get vaccinated. Make it safer for everybody. And especially as a parent, for me anyways, that's my stance. Nate, put your penis away. Okay.
Don't put that
I'm going to put that in there.
No.
Okay. So the next topic is the Travis concert that recently happened.
Travis Scott.
Where, okay.
You just said Travis concert.
I'm pretty sure everybody knows what that means, but apparently 8 people got
They were killed.
murked. I don't know if you can say that on YouTube and monetized,
No.
but
They were trampled to death.
I don't know if you can say that
Yeah.
either but it's true.
Okay, well, we'll just refilm that part.
No, it's okay. But yeah, so that's what happened. And so, I was on TikTok earlier, and people are really angry about it because other artists, including Linkin Park, Breaking Benjamin, Adele, and Billie Eilish have all, like, as references, stopped their concerts to say, hey, are you okay? Or, hey, move aside. Somebody needs, like, a medic needs to get through. Or, hey, that person passed out. Stop
Wait,
the
did he
concert.
just-
Stop the music.
Did he just keep doing his concert, like, for all the way through?
I think so.
To the
At least
end,
that's
or did
what
it stop?
people are saying, because there is a one TikTok where right in front of him, a man is screaming for help. And they showed the crowd right up at the front where he's singing, and people are smushed together. I mean, just like packed in. This man is asking for help, screaming, and like he's like falling under. And Travis is really just right there and just ignores him and just keeps going on. And I don't know if like he's just not focusing on the people in the crowd, or if I don't know what happened, like what was going through his mind for him not to like realize like this is not safe. I need to take action and say, hey, or the arena or wherever they were, where he was singing, how come they didn't say like, this is too packed.
I don't know. I saw like some of the videos, and there's a lot of people, like tons of people, to the point where you can't even walk.
Yeah, it looks like where's like the safety
There's no
measures
COVID
put up.
precautions either.
No COVID precautions, but also like, you know, certain areas are like our limit capacity is 1,000 people and the exits have to be cleared for like fire and safety. This was like outdoors, but still.
They probably thought it was outdoors, so they didn't need all that. I don't know. They should still have that, though, in case there's a medical emergency, to have emergency vehicles come in, you would think.
You would think, but
I don't know.
I mean, obviously we weren't there. We don't know the full details, but from the videos you can see people are packed in and swaying. And there was a doctor who posted on TikTok saying if you're ever in a situation like that where you're in a concert and you're packed in like that, to press your arms in front of your chest. Because when you're packed in like that, the people, it can all become cement-like and you can't breathe. So at least putting your arms in front of you will give you the ability to have your chest move and stomach move in and out so you can breathe. So
that way you don't get forced.
Yeah. So like obviously
so
that could probably be
space here.
Yeah, because like right here, breathing. So he said do this, and so that way you can at least also push people away, but also have your center part where you can breathe and it's not pushed in by other people. But I mean, like, still though, it's just crazy to me. Just watching those videos, and I thought it was kind of intense. I mean, we were supposed to go to a concert, the MXPX concert in Seattle, but I got sick.
And the Green Day one.
But then that got pushed because of COVID, but then they finally did it. There is a missing persons for a 14-year-old. Josiah Moore disappeared the morning of October 14th while visiting a neighborhood deli close to her home in East Orange, New Jersey. She left home to go to the deli 20 days ago and hasn't been seen since. So, that's what she looks like. So that is currently...
Where is this at?
New Jersey. So it says visiting a neighborhood deli close to her home in East Orange, New Jersey.
20 days ago?
20 days ago. Yep. And I saw this on NBC News. It said a missing North Carolina teenager was found in Kentucky after catching the attention of a driver by using hand signs popularized on TikTok to show, "I'm in trouble, help me." And apparently the situation, what you do is you place your palm like this to camera, tuck your thumb, and trap your thumb like this. And this shows people, I'm in a dangerous situation or I need help. And so like if you're passing a car, say, and you go like this to the window, I guess so. That's, you can't just
go like this. You have to like show someone that.
Yeah, I guess. And that shows like help without like screaming, to like be subtle for like, I guess like domestic violence or in a kidnapping situation. So that kid literally learned something from TikTok that saved their life and then the person who saw it from TikTok and realized, oh, that child needs help. That teenager needs help. Am I talking too loudly?
No.
Okay. And then another statistic, this was by King 5, so the Seattle news station said, and this is kind of touching on the Gabby Petito case, nearly 700 indigenous women have gone missing where Gabby Petito was found.
In that exact area?
In that area alone, 700 indigenous women have gone missing. And in the search they've had for Brian and Gabby, they actually found missing people.
No, yeah, no.
Like, how many? 8? 5? I don't know. They found
I thought it was only like 2 or 3 people.
I could have swore it was more than that. But even still, though, it's like, where are the resources for those people? Like...
Yeah, you don't hear about them.
You don't hear about them. And that's the sad fact of it, so...
All right.
Okay, so now we're back. We just took a quick intermission.
A quick intermission.
Because
Thank
Nate
you very much.
is a perfectionist.
Well, my microphone... Oh, now it's really loud. My microphone was very echoey.
Yes.
So hopefully it's fixed now.
Okay, so I wanted to jump on...
Because these are not podcast microphones.
No, these are Yetis.
These are meant for...
Oh, ASMR?
Listen to it. Listen to my voice.
No, not everybody likes ASMR.
That's what these microphones are supposed to be for, though.
Well, I mean...
You have to get those, like...
these were expensive, though. They should be...
I know, but these aren't meant for podcasts, I read. You have to buy those...
yeah, I know. I've seen those other ones.
Yeah, those straight-looking ones that look like bullets.
Well, this is what we got right now. So, if anybody wants to donate to our cause, feel free. But anyways, so let's jump on to... I know you're not a big YouTube watcher. You don't watch a lot of YouTubers. You did used to watch Kit Boga.
Yeah, but he wasn't exclusively on YouTube.
No, you found him on Twitch.
Yeah, and then he just uploaded his videos on YouTube to make more money.
Well, that's very smart. Is there anybody that you watch on YouTube?
Nope.
Absolutely nobody.
Nope.
Okay, so for me, there's people that I've been following for a very, very, very long time, and you have seen me watch some of these people in the past. So like Shane Dawson and
Shaytards?
Yeah, I did watch those, and we did actually meet
Benjamin TV.
Well, a couple times. Yeah.
It's Judy's Life. Did you ever meet her though?
I never met her. So Vloggers Fair, that was a thing back in 2014 or 2015 that my sister and I went to. And that's when I first met Benji really fast.
I've actually watched your stuff, Brittany.
And he was super nice. He's probably like my height, but like your build. Maybe, yeah, about your build, about my height. So, anyways, and then I met him, or they did a shout out for us when we were in Germany. We sent them mail and they did like a shout out, which was cool because the next day we woke up and we like had gained subscribers and people were messaging us saying, "Oh, they gave you a shout out." Remember that?
That was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago. That's back when we had like 200 subscribers, but we were uploading daily on here. And then recently got to see him again. You were in Colorado, but again, my sister and I was pregnant with Ben at the time. He was doing, right before COVID happened, this like meet and greet, and he lives here in Washington, maybe like an hour and a half from us, and it was at some like, what was it, like one of those like fancy drink things, not coffee shops, but like
I didn't go to that. I wasn't
bubble
there.
tea place. And
you know what it tastes like? It tastes like strawberry Nesquik. Wow, that's good.
Where the button is for subscribing, but
Hey, I just want to give a shout out to USAAFFamily vlogs. I've actually watched your stuff, Brittany, a couple of times. Obviously, I'm a vlogger too, so what's up? Check us out. It's Judy's Life. If you don't mind, I give a little shout out to my family.
And, he said he had remembered us, and he gave a little shout out on video, and I recorded that. That vlog is actually on YouTube here, so if you want to check that out, we can like put a little card up there so you can click on it, or you can check the link down below. But it was really fun to meet him, and I told him, yeah, we're having a son, and his name is Benjamin, and his name is Benjamin, so I thought it was kind of funny. But yeah, that was kind of cool to meet him. And I met, real quick, Marie, that's me, who used to be on YouTube, who's friends with Rob Beauty Christie. I met her back in the day and recently posted an Instagram story about how we met and posted the picture just saying how long ago that was, and then she shared it saying, yeah, that was a long time ago. So it's been fun to kind of like get to meet these people. And then do you remember how we used to get recognized?
Mm-hmm.
That was crazy.
We would walk around and be like, "Oh, do you do
YouTube
videos?"
Mm-hmm. And it was like, what?
But not anymore, really.
No, not since.
I can't even remember the last time.
The last time was in Colorado.
That was the last time.
Yeah. So.
Remember when we went into the grocery store
in New Mexico?
And the cashier was like, "Oh,
it's Christine." She recognized Christine.
Oh.
Yeah, we were pushing Christine in the car, our daughter at the time, and all of a sudden this girl goes, oh, it's Christine. I'm like,
who are you?
what?
I don't know
she goes,
you.
oh, I watch you on YouTube. And she was so excited to see us and meet us. And it's just such a surreal, trippy thing because, yeah, we have been posting for so long. And then some people watch us. And then I guess when you bump into them, because we used to get in Germany, because we were doing daily vlogs there. And so military families would recognize us. And that's how we met some, friends on here, as other military families and stuff. And then in Colorado, too, we had a couple people. So it's just been fun. But obviously, we're micro as far as, like, the big channels go. And then there's us.
There's us.
There's us. Yeah. So, like, the heavy hitters, like, well, there's a lot of drama and controversy that comes to keep your hands to yourself, child. There's a lot of drama in the YouTube community as far as, like, allegations or things people have said in the past that are coming back to bite them. And then there's that whole cancellation culture. Have you heard of that?
The Eminem song. They try to cancel him, right? That's what it is, right?
Yes.
They try to cancel
Nathan.
people.
That's his reference point is Eminem. But yeah, so like Shane Dawson, who like went away from YouTube and has come back. I can't. Has come back now, and he's like making videos again. And I don't watch James Charles anymore. I used to.
The big.
You get your hands out of your pants.
The big Logan Paul thing.
I've never even watched them.
Oh, how he like filmed a person in the woods.
Oh yeah.
Remember that thing that happened years ago?
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna mention anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, he did that. I never even watched him. I don't watch James Charles anymore. And then there's the whole Jeffree Star thing. I find Shane Dawson intriguing only for the fact that he's been on YouTube for so long, and then his fiance, they live in Colorado now. They live in Parker.
I don't know.
Honestly, I watch Ryland's videos because I'm like, they go to the Target and stuff that we used to go to. They go to Southlands. They go to the Park Meadows Mall. And they're huge YouTubers. Huge!
Why would they choose to live there?
Millions of subscribers.
Like in Denver?
No, Parker, which is...
Parker.
Yeah. And so they live there. And guys, we used to live there and we vlogged there. And it's just trippy because you think of these people as like living in California. They're existing at the same time as you. They're real. They're people. But they have millions of subscribers. So I thought it's just kind of wild.
To the people who wanted a special channel, oh my god, pen, we will be handing them out.
Mailing them.
We'll be mailing these out.
Yeah, 5 people.
Five people we're going to choose at random.
And if your name is on the screen, that means you won. Congratulations.
1, 2, 3.
We'll try and message you.
If your name is on screen, leave a comment below so that way we can contact you to ship out one of these pins.
Yes.
And congratulations.
Congratulations, and thank you for your support. Nate's going to exit now. I'm going to finish off the podcast. So, shimmy on out. So, my husband is weak sauce and has decided to leave me to finish the podcast, which is fine. No, actually, he worked today, so that's why he's tired. So, anyways, I'm going to go ahead and finish this off for you guys. If you did notice, it's just super superficial, but I did color my hair back to kind of like a natural color. I want to put blonde highlights in it, but I also want to cut it. I used to have that kind of inverted bob where it went like that. And now it's gotten really long, and it needs like style because I have really thick hair and it just sits there and does like this, nothing basically. So I'm going to go ahead and I think get it cut. So you'll probably see that in the next video as my hair morphs and changes on the podcast. I thought it would be fun to share with you guys some of my favorite YouTubers that I watch because you guys are obviously watching YouTube because you find it intriguing because it is a source of information and people use YouTube for all sorts of things. So I like my daughter and I like watching BuzzFeed Unsolved. I'm going to go ahead and sway Nate's microphone out of the view. I like Shane and Ryan from BuzzFeed Unsolved. They also have their own channel called Watcher, which I think is really fun to watch. I think I've been watching them a lot lately. I also like a channel called Doing It Ourselves and the Chateau Diaries. I told you guys, I think within like the first or second podcast, Nate and I's dream is to own a Victorian home and renovate it and totally do it up from start to finish and pass it down to our kids and have that be like our home, you know? And Doing It Ourselves, they own a chateau in France, and he's currently up doing a cottage that's kind of connected to the chateau or on the chateau's lands. So if you're interested in stuff like that, you might want to check that out if you don't already know about it. And then the Chateau Diaries is a lady named Stephanie Jarvis who owns a chateau that's beautiful and big, and she has friends come over to help like upkeep it, and she shows like the daily life of living in a chateau and living overseas, which I just romanticize so much in my head. I think because a huge part of me grew up living in overseas, Germany and England and Greece, that for me, like, it's like, oh my God, I miss it. Like when we lived there, when I was in my early 20s, I took it for granted, and I was having severe anxiety back then because I was a young mother, and that was my first time like really living separately from my parents. And so I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, and we're all the way overseas. But now I'm like, oh, I want to go back. Like I legitimately have dreams about living overseas back in Germany. And I tell Nate, I was like, is there any listings in Germany? Like, cause I just am I got that travel itch. And if you're military, then you know about the travel itch. It's like every 3 years, you're ready for your new adventure. And I know the whole reason we did the whole guard situation, if you aren't aware of it, my husband went active duty Air Force to active duty guard so we can stay in one place. And the reason we did that was just to be near family, which I'm grateful for because I got time with my mom before she passed. And I really hate even saying those words, but I'm grateful for that because of that. And but, you know, with that comes the fact that, you know, life is short and you need to live it while you're here. And a huge part of me just really wants to go back over there and travel and see things and show my 2-year-old, you know, like, this is where mommy grew up. This is where all my, like, literal memories are of my youth, from, like, you know, birth to, like, my formative years, my teenage years, and then when, you know, Nate and I were first there with Christine in our early 20s, I personally have so many memories over there. Like, if you just plunked me down in Rothenburg ob der Tauber, I would know where to walk. Like, if you dropped me in Augsburg, where we used to live, I would know where to walk. I think that's kind of normal for people, probably. Like, if you've lived somewhere for a long time and then you eventually go back, you're like, I remember these streets, but those were my streets, right? Those were my formative years. So that's why I talk about it so fondly. And, you know, being that I'm now in my mid-30s, 34, I'm just, I don't know, and then with the pandemic, and we've been, like, social distancing for our son's sake, and everybody can, you know, do what they feel is necessary to keep their family safe. But that's what we've been doing. You know, we wear our masks still. And in fact, I think Nate and I are eligible for booster shots for the COVID vaccine. And then my father is too. So it's just, you know, those measures that we have put in place. But yeah, those are the videos that I've been watching on YouTube that I don't know, you know, you go through stages where you binge YouTube channel. So I'm kind of curious to see how many people on here are interested in the same things that we're interested in. So like, overseas life or like historical stuff. Nate and I are so invested in historical stuff, be it visiting old homes or like Victorian Edwardian style homes and or mansions like that from back in the day. We went to, I think the last home we went to was in Portland, Oregon. That was a lot of fun. That was right before the pandemic when Ben was very little. I think he was like 4 months old or something like that. No, actually the last one we went to was in Victoria, Canada. And he was still little then too. So that was before the pandemic. And it's just something that, you have those things on your bucket list that you want to do. That's ours. So I'm curious if you guys are interested in the same things like that, or if you find that absolutely boring like my sister does, who is going into school at UW for engineering, for aerospace engineering, whereas I am like totally invested in the history of the Victorian era. My sister's like on to the future and the stars and building, rockets and stuff like that. So we're polar opposites in that regard. But we are filming this. It is currently November 7th, which means that in a month and a half is Christmas. And it doesn't feel like it yet, at least not for me. Just the timing of everything that's happened recently, and then Halloween happened, then Day of the Dead happened, and it's just been like, I don't know, everything just feels weird. It's surreal and kind of floaty. I'm waiting for that holiday season fever to kick in where it feels like it, because I could definitely use that dose of like dopamine and serotonin that just makes you happy. Like I need some of those happy chemicals. So Christmas season, if you feel obliged, I would love to feel some of that. But otherwise, yeah, if you guys have any plans for Thanksgiving, are you guys actually going to see family for Thanksgiving? Or are you still going to social distance? Like, I think for Thanksgiving, my sister and her husband are coming, and then my grandfather and step-grandmother are coming for Thanksgiving. So while we are social distancing, we're also being safe because they're all vaccinated. Oh, and so I pulled a poll. I did a poll on our community page on our YouTube channel about maybe like 2 weeks ago. And I asked you guys, would you be okay with a weekly vlog and a weekly podcast? There was 261 votes. 83% of you guys said, sure, I'm down for both. 7% said, no, I just want the podcast. And then 10% said, I just want the vlog. So I think the astounding 83% of you are kind of really chill. All of you are chill, but kind of chill with us doing both, which is, I think, what we're going to go ahead and do, just because we did start off as a vlog channel. And as things ease on, hopefully with the pandemic and people getting vaccinated, or like hopefully the virus just ebbing as time goes on, we're going to start traveling again. And that's just something that we're very passionate about. And then showing it on here for you guys. So my monitor just went black. So I think it's telling me that it's time to go. And I'm not sure actually how much you guys just saw and how much was saved or not saved. But I want to thank you guys for tuning in and watching this, and letting you know that we are still working on just setting this up right for you. The weird thing is, I think the technical issues, what we're having is when we put the light source on us, like I'll turn the light on here that I have to the side of me, it blows us up to the point where, see, it causes a lot of the static that you're seeing. And if I turn it down, the static is still there, but it's not as heavy. So we're trying to find out how to set it up in here where the lighting will help, so you guys aren't like, what the heck? I'm thinking maybe like recording straight from the camera connected to the monitor and the computer would actually be the best way to do this in future, because right now Nate has this hooked up to a webcam that has 1080p quality. So I'm literally staring at two webcams. the one to the left of me we're not using right now, but it's a wide angle 1080p webcam. The one that I'm using right now is a 1080p webcam by Logitech. And then we have these lights. I'll turn this one off so you can see it. They go warm and cool tone, and you can dim them. And then I got a soft box in front of us that's facing up to kind of reflect the white walls of the ceiling, because if we blasted it on us like we were trying to do, it literally just whitewashed us completely. So we're still trying to set up like the visual aspect of the podcast. I think it would be cool to do this in an audio setting where you can just listen to it. But yeah, so I will link those things down below that we mentioned earlier. Thank you guys for watching our podcast here on USAAFFamily on our YouTube channel. And to those who won for the pen, make sure you comment down below so we can go ahead and send those out to you guys. And if you're interested in further little giveaways as appreciation for you, we can definitely go ahead and do that. Thank you to those who are members. Your donations help us know that you like what we're doing and you want us to continue on. It just also helps support us and also this whole setup that we're trying to do for you guys to make it look professional. This is the draft version of a visual for you guys. Obviously, we have to still figure things out as far as making this as clear and nice as possible. I'm hoping next week you'll see an improvement. But until then, we will see you guys next time. Thank you so much. Do you want to start with the... Nate, do you want to start with the...
Welcome back, everyone, to USAAFFamily Podcast.
Wait, I was fixing my hair. Do it again. My hair's so gross. I haven't been able to do anything with it. Okay, go.
Welcome back, everyone, to USAAFFamily Podcast.
Can you be louder?
It's loud. Look at my thing.
Okay, but yours feels like you're talking real quick. Okay, do it again.
No, I'm not. It's going to sound clear in there.
Okay, do it again.
It's that camera.
What?
Or is that camera?
Yeah, that's that one.
I was looking at that one.
Okay, well, don't. Nate, do it.
Okay,
Go. You do the intro. You do the intro.